real sharp. So you got to run like you're the rabbit in here. This thing will certainly tag you real hard if you're not careful with it. As far as understanding the picoseconds here, this relative sequence of what he's actually doing, just wiring out a straight line in a box and getting it to its frequency as a physics to understanding how I would square the wires in that box, so that way this result is what I get. And technically that's what it's done here. It's just done it in a different form. Did it in a different form. For example, you have the computer engineering, this water differential, and later on as he's actually pumping it through the engineering of what does here, there's a picosecond that average 0 and 1 on that high and low. Let's see if I got it somewhere in there. Well, this will do just fine. But it's an n number. A limit is an n. There's a type of them that are useful in that form as fx or wave function x, but that changes that frequency when it hits, and it's got to bust it through all the other capacitors. Here it's just a shorted wire, so it's going to resonate on that frequency to its high and lows much faster. Let's say, for example, in that clip, a diagram, and if you know what I'm talking about, some other variances on what generally happens of Amazon, or even some of the roles on what's up, or how you, instead of market diagrams, it's better to understand that there's a quark set of what that is as a bit. And so depending on how you like your nuclear soup, and that 0 and 1 position, or high bar or low bar. Oh, I thought I had I remember what I did here. This is what I wanted to do here. I wanted to come over here to some of these other fun things we could do. Well, that's that one. We want, yeah, sure, this will do. In terms of the market diagrams, you know, there's a frequency in wavelet when I'm going to do this to something like, let's that stone cutter's technique. I'm taking it back here. I am pushing it as hard as I can against that wall to find its frequency on what it is here, a slope. And the order books are telling me that I have some insight in FX to that notation from here about how to observe it and potentially make this a more up and right scenario.
Redshift, infrared, X-ray vision, some stuff about what block.
When I want to be able to tone this or change that, then I hooked up that wire. It's different. Here, a resonant frequency of pushing it through resonates back. I mean, there's the particle slit experiment, Neil deGrasse Tyson talking about the galaxy. What is APH? Apple? Or, yeah, APL? AP? Is that H? Don't remember what. Oh, Amphenol. Amphenol Aerospace. I had an interview about, you know, doing saws. They were probably going to have me do some floor management or something, but it was out of my loop. Realistically, I tried to take another stonemason job, but they absolutely fucked me hard on what it was, because, you know, that happens. You know, I was just looking for some shorts. I was hoping I had better mill videos just in here for what it was.
Classic example of NSMBC rolling out the tanks.
Sure, I have an actual mill video where I'm compressing it in a 10-minute break, right? I'm just stacking all that stuff right against the wall to see their highs and lows and ones and zeros, so I can get that integral down. I can run a line of code with it, and, well,